Okay, before I get into the Country Wayne skits, I got some really, really good news today. You remember I told y'all in a video that a video got taken down that I had posted about spirituality. And these are actual videos that talk about different things as far as the Bible is concerned, because I'm, very much into my spirituality. Well, one of the videos was taken down, and they ended up completely taking it down. I sent an email to the person that basically essentially did the videos, and I also did not an appeal, but a basically reaction to it, responded to it on YouTube. So the person reached out to me, and they said that they were sorry for this happening, and that basically essentially they don't even know why it was taken down, but they told me to give them my information as far as the channel and then what video that it was. So what I did was I took the whole entire email and screenshotted it and sent it back to them. So they're going to try to rectify the information. And they said they like what I'm doing, and for me to keep doing it. And I told them, I said, I just want to make sure that I have permission to use your videos, so that way if this happens again, I can send something in writing saying that I have permission to use it. So they gave me permission to use the videos. Problem solved. God is amazing. But let's get into the Country Wayne skits. I gotta do the same thing with Country Wayne. I gotta reach out to Country Wayne and ask him, do I have permission to use his videos? I gotta make sure I get it in writing, so that way I can actually do my YouTube channel on the Country Wayne skits, and I can be able to actually post the videos and be able to talk about them at the same time, and do a panel where everybody gets to come up and we get to talk about these Country Wayne skits, or we can actually see the videos and then talk about them. So that's what I want to do eventually. Let's get into it. Amber. I love you, girl. Lord knows I do. But you and Anthony need to let this go and let Sheila just happen. Let Sheila happen at this point. I just feel like for a lot of y'all say, well, God is going to handle it. This is gonna cause so much controversy when I gotta say it. God can't do anything if both parties don't allow it. If all the parties involved does not let God come in and do the work that God need to do, it ain't gonna work. Okay? God can't do nothing unless all the parties involved are willing to do what's right and let God lead through Jesus' guidance, or whatever your spirituality, whatever your religion is. God, Allah, whatever you want to call the higher power, can't do nothing without the people involved all doing what is supposed to be done. God nor the devil can do anything when it comes to freedom of choice and free will. There is nothing that God can do when it comes down to freedom of choice and free will. An example of that would be the story of Job. Job was stripped of everything, and God had to sit back and let the devil do what he did to prove whether or not Job was really going to be completely faithful to God. When it came to Samson and Delilah, God did not intervene when it came to what Delilah did. When it came to David and Bathsheba, God did not intervene. God can't intervene when it comes to your freedom of choice and free will, and the devil can't either. The devil can only get you to do it willingly, bamboozle, lead you astray, manipulate, lie, and con you and scam you into doing it, or can force you into doing it, but he can't, but humanity can. So let me say it like this. The devil can't force you to do anything, but that don't mean the devil can't convince somebody else to do it for him. That part. So the devil himself can't do nothing to you, but that don't mean another human being can. Okay? So I need y'all to understand, God can only help you if you ask God to help you. God cannot assume that you won't help. The only thing that God can do is guide you and lead you to the right direction based on you wanting him to. If you don't want God or any spirituality or religion to lead you somewhere, then you ain't gonna go. It's like that old saying, I can lead somebody to water, but I cannot make them drink. And that's what I need y'all to understand in this situation. Even though y'all keep bringing God involved, but why don't y'all bring God involved from the first time you get in the situation? Why don't you bring God involved when it comes to thinking about the situation before you even do it? Why are you going to wait till after you did it, after everything went wrong, to now ask God to fix it? You didn't ask God to fix it when you were doing it. You didn't ask God to fix it when you were sitting up there having sex before marriage. You certainly was not asking him to do anything of the sort. You was not asking God to help you in any way, shape, form, or fashion when you were doing everything that went against him. But now you want him to fix it. Now you want him to fix something that's already been broke. And God is looking at you like, you made this choice. I didn't tell you to go back. I didn't tell you to do nothing. You made this choice. The only thing I can do is just be there when you do it. God can only lead you if you want to be led. God can only assist you if you want to be assisted. That's it. God don't put none of us through nothing. We put ourselves through it for multiple different reasons. We don't have to do nothing negative. We choose to do it. Everything is freedom of choice and free will. It's your decisions, your choices, your actions, and your behavior. God ain't got nothing to do with that. God has nothing to do with the ultimate decision that you make. You made that choice, and you're going to take everything that come with it. So if you don't ask God to guide you through this situation while you go through it, if you don't let Jesus take the wheel, I don't know what to tell you. So no, at the end of the day, y'all make these choices, and you're going to take everything that come with it. And if you choose to go back to chaos, you're going to keep going through chaos. If you want to keep going through destruction and keep going through trauma, then you're going to keep going through it. Where in anything did God tell you to go back to somebody that just destroyed your life? Where? Or is that the devil telling you that? Because the devil can preach the Bible no differently than God can. But okay. So at the end of the day, y'all not going to do this today. You're not going to do this. Y'all are not going to keep blaming stuff on God. God ain't got nothing to do with none of this. This is a choice and a decision that Amber chose to make. And she has to take everything that come with that. Ain't got nothing to do with God. At the end of the day, if they're going to make it work, then number one, they got to put God in the relationship first. Both of them got to go get baptized. Both of them got to basically do vows before God. Both of them going to have to do the work to relinquish all this negativity and send it back from which they can. Not only do they have to repent for the other person and what they did, they also got to repent to God. You also went against God. You didn't just go against that other person. You also went against God. I need y'all to understand that. At the end of the day, God don't put you through nothing. You put yourself through it. Based on your choices, your decisions, and your actions, your behavior. There is nothing where God told you to do anything negative. God would never even ask you to do that. God would never tell you to do anything to go against him, but the devil will because of what you want. God gives you what you need. The devil gives you what you want. I need y'all to understand that. Now I got a headache. My third eye is opening again. But yes, no, that is not how that works. As for Mike don't want this baby. Mike is forced to have to deal with this baby. There's a difference between somebody that wants something and they're forced into the situation. Mike is forced into the situation. He is forced into it because he made a dumb, stupid choice, did not use condoms, and here we are. And now Sonny is pregnant. So it is obligation. It is not love. It is not because him and Sonny planned this baby. This was obligation. You laid down, you laid down, had sex with randomly, and now you have a child. There are people that have children randomly, meaning it was not planned. It was just something that happened. And there are people that have babies and they planned it. Mike did not plan this baby. Him and Sonny are not married. They are not in a relationship like that. He was in a whole nother relationship when he got with Sonny and he did this. So this is more obligation. And the fact that Wayne Wayne told him, the question is, did he have this baby randomly or because he really wanted to have this baby?